Hello, 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 and welcome to the Mompreneur, Making of a Mompreneur Live Mom HQ community. I am so glad to have you here today because we have something special just for you. If you are joining us live, feel free to put in the comments #live. If you're joining by replay, of course, #replay. Be sure to share this live stream if you have any business besties that you want to invite to hear what we have going on today. And we also have a guest with us. So I am so glad to make this series for this month, Financially Fit February, all about conversations revolving money. All right. So, hello, my name is Rashida Green. I am the founder and CEO of Get Right Coaching and the host of this wonderful community, Mompreneur HQ, where we help moms to start, grow, and scale home-based virtual businesses so that they can build the life of their dreams without neglecting themselves or their families in the process. And we do that through coaching opportunities as well as through uh, programs and through community, because moms, we need a community. We do so much that a community of like-minded women to help boost us up. It's just awesome. And I thank you, Nicora, for jumping in with us live today. Today, we're going to be talking about how to reach your goals by stepping into your new money mindset. And to have this conversation with us, we have a special guest, Miss Heather Bryce. I'm going to read you a bit about her. She is a coach and alignment strategist. Okay, now, and for multi-passionate entrepreneurs, she helps business owners and entrepreneurs find their focus, increase productivity, and learn how to make more money while working less using her signature 90-day customized one-on-one coaching program. She is a wife and mother of 2 boys and 2 cats and currently lives on the East Coast, not far from Washington, D.C. She's a 4-time business owner. Uh, in her spare time, she's an animal and human rights activist. She's a vegan chef, a mentor, kids yoga teacher, personal trainer, and HIT instructor. Now, if y'all know about HIT, ooh, y'all, that's serious. That's serious. She's also a designer and jewelry maker, a DIY home project enthusiast, outdoor gardening enthusiast, and as a former teacher, she continues to tutor children from elementary to middle school as well as special needs. I'm telling you, Miss Heather is also slightly obsessed with networking and loves to take any and all opportunities to connect her clients, colleagues, and friends with the right people to help them in life and in business. Without further ado, my good friend and coaching buddy, Miss Heather Bryce. Welcome to the Mompreneur HQ community.
Thank you, Rashida. I'm so happy to be here. And Rashida, like me, is a multi-passionate. So we immediately hit it off and always talk about all the things that we do.
All the things.
And, you know, since since I was a little girl, a lot of people have always said, just pick one thing, go to college, get a job, do this. And that was never me. Like I wanted to try all the things, right?
Ditto.
So
That's where we get that. That's where we connect, because
yep.
as multi-passionates, and she has 4 businesses and I've had at least 3. And just thinking about all the things that we do as moms, as wives, and then of course as business owners, and still have room and a passion to want to help others, right? So that's why we both ended up in the coaching space. And it's been really great knowing Miss Heather. And like I said, she's one of my coaching buddies. So we actually, bounce ideas off of each other and support one another in our coaching business. I highly recommend that you have a coaching buddy, or in business, I would just say a business
biz bestie.
A business bestie, right? Because you need that support and that camaraderie, and somebody's going to be your cheerleader, and somebody's going to check you if that idea is just totally whack, right?
Yep.
So we are so glad to have you here with us. And for those who are just joining us, I just wanted to remind you that we are live with Miss Heather, and we are having a conversation about reaching your goals by changing your behavior, your money mindset. And this is something that's going to be real juicy topic, because a lot of times what we don't know is that we have money blocks. And it's the way that we speak and the way that we handle money. And she's going to be able to talk to us about that. So I'm not going to prolong this here any longer. I do want to just go ahead and get into our topics on today. But I do want to ask you a little bit about you, just a little bit more about you. So
Okay.
how did you, as a multi-passionate and growing up and having people tell you, oh, you got to pick one, you just got to pick one. How did you come to do the work that you do now?
I was, let's see, my last long career was as a teacher, and I taught for 7 years. And now I've been in sales my whole life. Besides that, like sale, I've sold everything. But then I wanted to spend more time with my kids. So my mom was a teacher, my aunt was a teacher, and I said, oh, well, I'll just try it because, we want to try everything we can, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why not go get another master's degree, start teaching? Why not? So I did. Was teaching and was like, this is not what I signed up for. I do not have time with my kids. In fact, I have less time with my kids. So I started working for a digital marketing and design agency, which I loved, and which introduced me to the world of online, virtual, remote working, really.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing that for a while. And I was talking to some people, and they said, why aren't you coaching? Because you're kind of already coaching already. You're helping CEOs all over the world. You're consulting. So why are you sharing your money? And I was like, as an entrepreneur through and through and a business owner, I was like, you're right. What am I doing?
Right. I didn't think of it that way, sharing your money.
Yeah, because I was getting commissions, but it wasn't all my money.
Right.
And I was doing all the work, right? I mean, so I said I could do the same thing, but in the way that I feel is even more effective, because coaching is more of a holistic picture than just, I was helping people strictly with digital strategy and things like that. So that's fine. And we had a team, of course, and I'm not the techie person, but coaching is just, it's the big picture of your business. And to me, that, translates into, like, it's in your life also. It's not just business. So it's all connected. And if you're not happy in your business, you're not happy in your life. So that was it. And I never looked back.
Oh, wow. Well, that is an awesome story. Just never looked back. And I mean, and sometimes it takes other people to see in you something in order to spark the idea in yourself. I know I've had that same experience where, I'm thinking, oh, this is what I do. This is my job. This is what I do. And then someone, brings to your attention that you could be doing a whole lot more with that same talent and ability. And so it's just a matter of us as entrepreneurs and multi-passionates to just be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go do it. Right. It's never really this fear of, oh, I don't know if I'm going to make it. We kind of say, if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. But no way to really find out until we take the plunge. Right.
Yep.
So excellent. And you said you serve multi-passionates. Can you tell us, be more specific, like what do you do and who do you serve?
So people that are either, well, like you and I, but people that either have multiple businesses and they're feeling overwhelmed and that they're spreading themselves too thin. And so, because sometimes when we try to do everything, we accomplish nothing. Also, people that are working a full-time job that maybe would like to leave that job to be their own boss, right? And have this passion or idea in their minds and just they want it to take off, and they don't know where to start. But any multi-passionates usually want to figure out what they should be focusing on because they love so many things.
Yeah.
And we can do it all. There's just a process we have to go through. So if we try to do everything equally, usually it's not as effective as having a strategy.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right. Well, thank you so much for clearing that up for us and letting us know who you
That makes
serve.
sense.
And if you could, without further ado, just go ahead and get to it. Tell us about how we can reach our goals by changing our money mindset.
So, did you know that all of our money beliefs are formed usually by the time we turn 7 years old?
Hmm. No.
So, growing up, depending on whether you had a fabulous childhood or a not so fabulous childhood, we take this for granted. We don't notice things like this. But the way that we talk in front of our children about money, they are sponges at little ages, right? So mine are 5 and 10. And I know, like, my 5-year-old may act like he's not paying attention, but they do. Like, they subconsciously form these beliefs as children. So if mom and dad are saying, oh, I gotta pick up extra shifts this week, or I have to work really hard to get this bonus, or, oh my gosh, we're not going to be able to buy groceries this week. Or in the same sense, like if they hear, oh, Johnny, you can have whatever you want. Here's an iPad, here's an iPhone, here's the newest this. That's on the flip side, right? But it's still, they think you're, adding these little thoughts to your little brains and not even realizing.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it's from a place of abundance or a place of scarcity, it's still affecting little minds.
Yeah.
So the things that you say, like, you don't think you remember from childhood are still in there. And every little thought slowly shapes us until we reach adulthood. And then as adults, what are our experiences? So that's I want to go back to the children first, though. As kids, did anything ever happen to you? So even if it's something as small as someone stole your lunch money, or you had, you were gifted a lot of things, or, maybe you saw something happen to somebody else and you were like, oh, that's not right. Those little tiny moments keep accumulating, right? So all of those things can affect our behaviors. So those are considered money events. So any money event, like if you heard mom and dad fighting over money as a kid, that's a money event. If you know that maybe somebody in your family maybe stole money or was the victim of a theft, or maybe somebody had a job that was very stressful, traumatic, or maybe even illegal. Maybe they were getting money illegally somehow. Every little tiny bit of information adds up. So when you reach adulthood, and of course you might have money habits as even, a teenager. Maybe you do chores, you get an allowance.
Mm-hmm.
it can actually take effect then as well. So like maybe you hoard all your allowance money because somebody stole your money on the playground and you never want to spend it. And even maybe your mom or your dad or your relative says, why aren't you going out and buying, you know, a new toy or whatever? So it can even start that young. Or on the other hand, maybe you associate money with a negative and you want to get rid of it. Maybe your parents said, money is the root of all evil.
Ooh,
It's
that's a good.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get money and you're like, oh, I got to spend it. I got to get rid of it right now because mom said it was bad or dad said it was bad. And that's those little things that affect you. So then as you grow and get older and maybe, you know, have a job or a career, it also affects your responsibility with money. So do you go and get that savings account or checking account? Do you invest in stocks? Do you get that 401k? Are you wise with your money or are you not wise with your money? And just because you're not good with money doesn't really mean you're not good with money. There's a reason behind that.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? So you could be sabotaging your own habits because of your beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a client, for example, whose parents passed away when she was younger. And anybody in her life that had been responsible with money, particularly like her, I think it was her grandfather, they passed away. Her aunt was the only one that was left, and she went to live with her, who then lost all of her inheritance money because of her bad money habits, the aunt.
Oh, wow.
So my client she was terrified that anytime she would get money, something would happen because all of the responsible money people in her life had died and left. So she was blocking, she had a receiving block. She didn't want to get money because she thought something would happen to her if she got the money.
That's deep.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So and she didn't realize these things until we went through those events and she looked back and she saw what had happened and realized, oh my gosh, that's why I'm like I am today. So now she's working on being able to receive and being able to be more responsible with money because it's safe now. It wasn't safe growing up.
Wow.
Makes sense?
Mm-hmm. It does.
So looking at the way that these money beliefs tie in with other types of behaviors, we know the way, because we're shaped in the way we are, we also have feelings of like our self-worth, which is also can be tied to money. So maybe we were not valued as at a job. Maybe we worked really hard but never saw the rewards. So then we think, you know, I might not be good enough. Maybe I don't deserve to make money. So I know it's deep stuff. And my personal money block, well, I have kind of two. I had a bunch before, but I started noticing habits. And whenever I would make like what I considered enough money, you know, I had enough in the bank account, I had a cushion, I was good, I didn't really need any money. I kind of stopped working. And I would feel like I didn't have to work hard anymore. Why? Because, of course, in my mind from childhood, you have to work hard to make a lot of money. So I would just stop. And this is mainly back when I was in like a lot of commission sales. So if I got a really good commission and I didn't, we could go on a couple of vacations and I'd still have money left over, I just wouldn't work. I wouldn't try.
Mm.
And then guess what happened? All of a sudden, oh, honey, I gotta pick up, I gotta get extra clients. I gotta work extra days because I'm running out of money. And my husband would be like, well, what were you doing all that? Well, why did you not? What were you doing?
Confused as to why.
Well, we were good. And he's like, well, what do you think was going to happen? Were we going to be good forever? No. So that was my, I had to get out of that because if you stop working, you stop earning, right? Unless you're an investor and you have, that's a whole topic for another day.
Right.
That's passive income. But
passive.
Then the next block was someone said to me, I have a receiving block. And I was like, okay, you do, but I'm good. And I was like, wait a minute, do I have a receiving block? No, I love getting money. Anybody can give me money. It's great. Just bring me money. Until I realized what else is hard for me to receive. Can you receive praise? Can you receive compliments? I've never been able to receive compliments.
Yeah.
Guess what it's related to? Boom. It's all connected. So I realized that I was self-sabotaging receiving, even though I thought I wasn't.
Right, because it's not always about dollars and cents.
Yep. But it can translate to that. You see, you could be blocking money that you don't even know about because of something else, some underlying issue. So even though you can make money, say, doing one task or career or job or service, maybe you can't easily receive it doing something else.
Yeah.
So where am I at? So those would be current behaviors. Okay. And getting to the root is the most important thing. So did you have something before
nope. Just we just got a few more minutes before we have to transition.
Okay. So let me really quick then. I can talk a lot.
Okay.
So knowing our worth is the most important, because if we know what we're worth, if we know what our services are worth, if we know the transformations that we can provide to others and what that is worth, because instead of saying my service is worth $5,000, that doesn't really tell people much. Like, what is the result that your service can provide to someone else, and how much is that worth? Knowing your worth can help you then reframe your negative self-talk into positive self-talk. So saying, I know my work can change lives. That is stepping into your new money talk and money mantra, because once you know your worth, then you are able to reframe. Instead of saying, I'm not experienced enough to charge this price, or I'm too young, or I'm too whatever. What if you could? So what is your worth, and what if you could? So that's what we have to reprogram our thoughts, reprogram our brains to then think, because if we can say, I know that my work changes lives, then you're able to receive more. And that is how you can take little steps to hit your money goals.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that information with us. And like one of our viewers said, being transparent and open with these money stories and these money blocks and things that we experience, and how those things that happen to us as a child, right? That we put in the back of our mind, that we grow up with, we don't even realize are having an effect on us. And then boom, here we are as adults, not being able to receive, or being self-sabotaging, and not being able to express our worth, the value of our work. And so this was very enlightening. Thank you so much for sharing with us, and opening our minds to other things, and even opening our minds to be able to speak things into existence. So I know that people are going to definitely receive this information, and I'm so glad you were able to share it with us. Um, if people wanted to get in touch with you, where can they reach you?
So I believe you have my links that we are going to drop somewhere, but I have a Facebook group.
All right.
And for multi-passionates, it's called the Octopus CEO, which is also, I don't know if you know this, but it's now a Clubhouse club as well.
Ooh.
And heatherkbryce.com is my site. And I have a freebie for you guys, for the community, for 10 ways to grow your income.
Oh, yeah.
And that is down in the...
Okay, so we will be dropping all the links to be able to find Miss Heather Bryce, as well as the link to her freebie she's gifting to our community, 10 ways to grow your income, which I know we would all love to have access to. And so I'm so glad that those of you who joined us live, I appreciate you, Nakora, and our Facebook user who was not able to accept StreamYards. We didn't know who you were. If you want to drop your name in the chat so we can at least announce you, and thank you for being here with us, that would be awesome. So Heather has given us some things to think about regarding our money mindset, and how we can achieve our goals for 2022 by just changing our mind about some certain things. So one of those things is about starting a business. If you are considering starting a business in 2022 and you just don't know where to start, or you just don't know how, what resources you're going to need to be able to do that, feel free to contact me on a clarity call. It's a 20-minute call for us to talk about your business, your goals, and how I can help you, and if we are able to, if we're a good fit to work together. Reach out to me at www.themompreneurhq.com/clarity-call to make an appointment so that we can talk about your business plans. I know that we usually have a quick 3-question game that we play at the end. I usually call it Mama's Jam. So the Mama's Jam just basically means, what's your favorite? What do you like? And so I'm going to ask you 3 quick questions. You just give me it's pretty much like a this or that. You just give me whatever your answer is. So coffee or tea?
Coffee or tea?
Coffee or tea?
Both.
Multi-passionates be messing up the game. 5,000 Facebook likes or 2 clients?
2 clients.
All right. Beach weather or snow weather?
Beach.
I know that's right. Girl after my own heart. All right. So once again, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us for Mom Live. Thank you, Miss Heather. We so appreciate you for giving us some knowledge to go forth on. Yes. Thank you for the freebie, said Nakora. And thank you for all of you who have joined us. Again, if you're watching live, hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. If you have questions, feel free to put them in the comments and we'll address them shortly. And if you have a business bestie who's not in this group, get them to the Mompreneur HQ so that we can cultivate a community of mompreneurs who are making things happen. And of course, if you're a multi-passionate, go check out the Octopus CEO and Octopus image, 8 arms, not tentacles, because they're always doing a little bit of something all the time, and that's us. So
Yep.
check out Miss Heather Bryce and the Octopus CEO and the link freebie that she dropped in the comments. And until next time.